This is Kelor Island, island full of mysteries in Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm going to be concentrating on this structure right here. The bricks in the structure. So the structure is located Kelor Island in Kapalucia, Siberia, Jakarta. Is located adjacent to the same cluster as a big Patadonan Island, small Patadonan Island, Kelor Island. You can read the rest here. Oh, look at this. Here's some more fake history right here. The island, which has an area about 28 hectares, has a high historical value because it's a relic of the Dutch. The Dutch again, right, folks? The Dutch again, the colonials. In this island, there's a shipyard and a fort built by the VOC to handle Portuguese attacks. Blah, 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 in the 17th century. All freaking BS, folks. Whole history has been lied about because of these structures everywhere. They tell you, what they tell you here, the Dutch, yeah, it was historical, it was the Dutch. Yeah, it was built by the Dutch. Looks like it. Can you see something wrong with this picture? Right? Look how many bricks was involved. Look how many bricks. In this small structure alone, how many bricks would there be involved, required? And look at the bricks on the ground. Notice some of the bricks look like the ground, right? These bricks have transformed into the ground. You can see it for yourself. There's no more photos for this, but I found some more close-up photos on Facebook. So let's go to the first photo. So let's look at this. Look at the way it's transformed. It's been see, it looks like the structure was blown to pieces and parts of it were, put onto the ground by something. You can see some here. It looks like the ocean floor right here. So let's go to the next photo. Let's blow this up. So you notice these parts. Some of these parts have been broken off and look like a rock now. See this section right here looks like rock. Whatever blew this up, it was quick. It was fast and quick. You can see some of the transformation of the brick to stone-like material here. Let's go to the next photo. So the interior, it's just like this. So the interior, it's not a good photo, but you can see some of the transformation of the brick into rock. It looks like a side of a cliff or a mountain now, right? Let's go to the next one. Oops, let's go back. Oops, again. Okay. So here, you can see some of the bricks right here, these supposed rocks on the ground, or actually were part of this. These things were blown because of the X Factor event or the plasma event that hit it. The bricks started, ballooning outwards, transforming to different shapes. This is remnants. These remnants are what's left over of the structure. And you can see now the resemblance to the bricks here. I mean, the rocks and the bricks. It's all the same, folks. It's all the same. So here's a good photo. Let's go down here. You can see some of the bricks have been transformed so much that it turned to curvy rocks. Here too, here too. You can see this is all red. And look at this part right here. It's all more darkened, right? It's more darkened here. And what's really funny, if you look at these photos really closely, the red brick hasn't been weathered much. So what it just tells me, this event that just did this was recent. I said in many of my videos that the human race is only 150 years old, maybe less. This is proof. Whatever hit this earth, whatever weapon or whatever hit this earth, or whatever is, short circuit or whatever it was that hit the earth, it was recent. Because look at the brick; it's not even barely weathered. Some of the bricks that have been, survived, look, is barely weathered. Here's a proof right here. I don't think this is. This is probably maybe 120 years old, maybe less. I mentioned a long time ago. I think I put it in a video. The human race is only 200 years old. I think it's less than that. I think maybe it's 150 to 110 years old. Because look at the brick. It's barely weathered. Here's more. Let me try to zoom in. So you can see here, some of this brick has been transformed so much. It doesn't look like brick anymore. It looks like rock. Ignore these rocks right here. This is made by the government. Put it here by the government. But the government didn't touch this. I'm surprised they didn't, destroy this. They'll probably destroy it now. Once the powers that be, look at this video and say, "Oh, they're catching on," right? This is a good one right here. Look at this. Look at this one. It looks like brick. I mean, like a, in Utah, you see the red structures, the red, whatever the structures you call it, those mountains or whatever range. It looks like this. Look at this. It doesn't look like brick anymore. And this brick has been transformed so much, it doesn't look like brick anymore. I believe most of this structure, see, this is all made by humans, brought this by humans. I think the small pebbles, probably brought by the humans. This is definitely by the humans. But the rest of this stuff, like this bigger rocks right here, were not brought by humans. Let's zoom in this one. Look how the bricks have been transforming. Look at this one's transformed. It looks like when you go to the seaside or whatever, you see this stuff, right? No, I mean, sorry, the shoreline, the coastal line. What you're seeing in the coastal line is this. What are you seeing is this. I'm really shocked that the government kept this here. I thought it would have blown this up. There's just too much evidence here. Zoom in. You can see this bricks have been transformed into rock. All these bricks have been transformed. Look at that. It used to be perfect rectangles. Like right here, you can see there's a perfect rectangles. Let's go here. Rectangles right here. But now it's no more rectangles. You can see some of them, combining with each other, right? This is combined right here. Let's see here. Let's go down here. So here's a good one. So you look at this. You see the normal bricks here, but look at this brick. It's turned brownish now. And look down here. Look at the ground. It used to look like this, which this used to look like this. So now you're starting to see the picture of the earth is all completely red brick. Here's more red brick right here. Look at this. Has been completely transformed. It looks like ground now. Let's see. Zoom in. This section of brick has been almost transformed completely. Look at the mortar coming out. Like I said, this is barely weathered. This event that happened wasn't long ago, folks. The surviving bricks are proof. It's barely weathered. So this is a very good photo. So you see the brick here, but what do you see here? The remnants of the brick, but it's turned green. So what do you see here? It's the same as this, folks. The ground, all the ground now. Now you're starting to see the picture. It's all red brick. Excuse me. I think it's the same. It's more of the same. You can see the red brick transforming. It's like it's all being twisted and warping from the heat, right? It's all been twisted and warped. But this was, whatever hit this, it was catastrophic. The outer section. It must either government moved this or whatever the event that hit the earth moved this, because it's weird how it's like this. In this pose or whatever, this how it's standing like this. It used to be, horizontal, but now it's vertical. So this is the interior of it. So let's go look at some of these bricks. Look at some of these bricks here. It's not weathering, folks. It's from the heat damage. All this heat damage. So keep this section in mind. I'm going to show you something in Thailand, right? Show you something in Thailand that's very similar to this. So look at this section right here. This heat damage. Keep this in mind. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So let me zoom back into this section. So remember this section, folks. Remember this section. Now this is a video. Oh, let me bring it up. This is a video from Riley Beach, Thailand. Let's just. I'm not gonna play it because YouTube's copyright strikes. But look at the similarities, folks. Look at the similarities. Right? Are you seeing the picture now? Let me go to the next. Trying to go skip some through this. See, hopefully this is a close-up section. This is red brick evidence here. This is whatever hit this place blew it up hard. Look at the heat damage. It's all blackened. Heat damage. Heat damage everywhere. Very good photo. See the similarities, right? You can see the remnants of the red from the red brick. This place was hit hard. Thailand. It was hit hard. Look at them. It was so hit so badly because it started dripping. The concrete or whatever bricks started dripping right here. Look at it just started warping and dripping. This is all part of a structure. I think these are only the tops of the buildings. These are only the tops. The rest of the structure is down here, where the people are. Heat damage everywhere. Look at the remnants of the red brick right here. See, when I see this, when people walk by this, it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. I see death, folks. I see death now. Whoever was living in here was obliterated. Completely obliterated by the heat damage. Look at it. You can see it melted so much, start dripping. Let's go. There's one section here I want to show you. Where is it? It is... Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So what really caught my attention is this section. To me, it looks like a statue, like an old statue. You can see the remnants of the arm, the soldiers, the soldier, the head, the body right here. It was completely wiped out by the heat damage. You can see the remnants of the red brick, the red, right? This was completely obliterated, just this area. So now I'm going to show you random places around the world where people took photos. And look what you see here, folks. Look what you see here. Windows. It's all obliterated, folks. The whole land is bricks. Like I just showed you. It's all bricks. Once a thriving society was completely wiped out. Evidence everywhere. Like I said, they'll tell you the caveman narrative, where cavemen came here and started carving this out. So tell me, what was the purpose of these? It doesn't go anywhere. So these were normal structures, and then when a big event happened, it started melting and ballooning outwards. So that's why you don't see any openings. It started ballooning outwards and covering up the entrances, right? So this is everywhere in the world, folks. It's not just one place; it's everywhere. Look at that. Look at these perfect rectangles here. So here's a good one. This looks like the side of a mountain, right? No, it's not. It's part of this. This is remnants. This is a surviving section. I'm not sure where this is, but look at that. They tell you caveman, right? The caveman narrative. This is a very good one. Very good one. So it seems to be like, I don't know, part of a castle part. Well, first let's start look at this section. You can see remnants of the bricks, right? You can see the remnants of bricks. Remnants of the bricks here. Look carefully. And then this section is all wiped out. Now you're starting to see it, folks. It's all bricks. Everything. The whole world's bricks. So the big events, whatever the plasma energy went upwards and started transforming upwards. So it went from here, and then you can see the transformation, right? From brick to this rock. This is a very good photo. You can see it's like, you know, in between sections. There we go. Next part. So this is a good one. Like I said, looks like a cliffside. It's not a cliffside. It's part of a building. So here, I think this was the whole building used to look like this. See the bricks? You can see bricks here. It's been transformed. So this is a surviving section, while the others were obliterated. You can see the bricks here too, down here. See this? It's all surviving sections. I think I posted this one before a long time ago, but you can see the transformation. So the world looks like this, and look down here. You see sections, openings. The plasma energy went upwards. It started transforming upwards. So it went from here down, from down here to up here, and then it started transforming the brick to rock. Same thing here. It's a very good photo. You can see how it's been, you know, cascading upwards. It was going this way, upwards, upwards, sometimes sideways. So let's concentrate on one section. You can see some remnants of the lines of the bricks right here, right? It transformed. You see here, it transforms. Like I said, the plasma energy went upwards. So now, if you go into the desert or something like that, you see this structure. What do you see here, folks? What do you see here? It's all part of a building, a giant building. This is not by accident. Nature didn't do this. This was a big... the heat damage did this. Down here is all completely unrecognizable. But here you can see it's recognized. Let's zoom in this part right here. You can almost see bricks here. The lines of the bricks. Let's go to the next section. So this is, I think this is from India, somewhere in India. Remnants of the structure, and this is all melted outwards. This is from probably in Europe. So think to yourself, why would anybody build this thing on the ground like this, right? This is what the architects would say. Oh, they built it like this, and you know, that's how we found it, right? This was all part of a massive structure and was blown to smithereens by the big plasma event. Yeah. Same thing here. I think this is in Turkey or something. You see these random, I don't know, openings with these supposed roofs everywhere, right? Carved into the side of a mountain. You know how much work this would do? Say this was a normal rock face. How much work would it require to do this, right? This is in India for sure. I remember doing a video on this. So this is a fort in India. I don't know which fort it is, but look at this. This part's all brown, and this part's white. The white section survived. This part's starting to transform. The brownish parts. By the big heat damage. All the ground too. All the ground was all part of the fort. Same thing here. The heat damage was going upwards. You can see some remnants of the doorways or the hallways. I mean, the windows here. So this is the side of a mountain again. What do you see here? It looks like a wall, right? It's not a wall. It's part of the bricks. All this is bricks. everywhere. Not sure which part of the world this is, but you can clearly see bricks here, right? You can see clearly bricks here, but right here, what do you see? Land, right? But this used to be bricks. All this was bricks. Everything. Everything, the mountains, everything was bricks. The technology that did this was so far advanced. I don't think we can comprehend it with our tiny brains. Same thing here. It looks like a mountain, right? It's not a mountain. It's part of a structure. I think there's remnants of the structure right here. What else is there? There's no other. You can see walls here. There's probably a part of a statue here. Same thing here. This was completely obliterated, but you can see some shape of a tower here, right? This was part of a tower. Yeah. Somewhere in Europe, probably. It's all the rock face. It's not a rock face. It's part of a building. So this is a valley, right? This is a valley. And look closely. Look closely. Oops. So you can see openings here, right? You can see openings. You can almost see like a roof kind of thingy here. All this part of a wall, a giant wall. This was a massive structure, whatever this was. I think this is Iceland. Yeah, this is Iceland. You can see lines. Let me zoom in. Lines here, right? It's all part of the bricks. Yeah, it's Iceland. I think this is the last photo. No. So this is the Alps or something like that in Europe. So now you're starting to see the evidence here. This is the red evidence of the red brick, and then this part of it was obliterated, started melting, right? All this is part of the bricks, like I showed you in the first set of photos, and that's it. I have 3 sets of photos I'm going to show you. The first set is from Georgia, the former Russia, Soviet Union state. So what do you see here? Right, you see supposed caves. Let's take a look. Go to the next photo. Look at these pillars. Look at these pillars. No, they didn't. No one came here and put these pillars afterwards, right? And so what's this interesting part right here? Let me the next photo. Look at this. If you look at the Arc de Triomphe. The Arc de Triomphe has the same similar patterns as this. They'll tell you the caveman, right? The caveman or whoever did this. Why would they do this at the very high point of the cave, right? Look at the archways, right? Yeah. So this is the photo I want to show you. What do you see here? Suppose a mountainside, but what do you see here? Red bricks. Red bricks, folks. Entire world is made of red bricks. I think that was the only one. That's the only major photo I want to show you on this section. So take a look at that. So next section is from Haiti. You know where Haiti is? Near Dominican Republic in the Caribbean. These supposed ruins. And what do you see here? Red bricks. Red bricks. Look at this magnificent site. That's why the colonials did this, right? The colonials came here and did this. Utter bullshit. Look at like how symmetrical this thing is, right? It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. Here's a close look. Statues. Like I said, the colonial lie. These colonials went all over the world, right? Built all these structures everywhere and just left. Oh, boy. And you can see here from this wasn't a small site. It was a huge site. And what you're seeing is on the tops of the buildings. All this, the mountains, everything. It's all buildings, folks. It's all buildings. You're not going to see it's not going to calculate it in your mind or whatever. Like you're not going to be able to figure this out yet. But soon, when you keep looking at this stuff, you start seeing what's really here. You're not seeing mountains. You're not seeing ruins. You're seeing buildings everywhere. It's not clicking in for most people yet. It will soon. It will soon. Look at all these structures everywhere. They tell you the colonials came here and did this. And this is recent, folks. This is all recent. This is not thousands of years old. The big event that blasted the world into Kingdom Come was 150 years ago. Look at the red bricks. Right there, evidence of the red brick. That's the technology they used, folks. It's a technology, the advanced technology they used. You see the red brick here. Look how magnificent this building is. Imagine what it would look like before the big event, right? Excuse me. More of the red brick, archways. This is how they did it, folks, back in the day. Not like the crappy buildings that you see today. You go to your downtown New York, Toronto. You see how crappy the buildings are, right? And then you look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Look at this thing. You see the red bricks? Even the ground. Look at the ground right here. It's all brick. It's just covered up by the grass right now. All the mountains right here. All red brick. Same thing. Same thing. Okay. So the last set of photos is from Bridge North Castle. I'm not sure. You have to look it up where this is. Probably Ireland or something. And look at this giant structure here. And this is only a small section of the giant structure. What's left over. And like in my previous videos, look how many layers of bricks they used. It's like, this is like, I don't know how many bricks of layers there's. The bricks right here. Look at this. This was a stout structure, like a very built up structure. It wasn't like weakly made. This was strong. This thing was absolutely strong. Look how many layers of bricks. How much work. Do you think about how much work was required just for this section right here? Not like a measly like buildings today. You look at the houses they make today. One layer brick, if you're lucky. Most of it is made out of stucco and cement. But if you're lucky, if you're rich enough, you get a one layer brick. Again, look how many bricks there was used. Like I said, look how many layers of bricks. This was a built-up structure. Yeah, and that's it, folks. Hope you like that.